Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here we go again. I have a new handbag to show you, and I'm going to tell you all the details, all the teas that happened with the purchase of this handbag. I did not expect Louis Vuitton to be a journey, but it has been. So this is the classic Speedy 35 bandolier handbag. And this is one of the classics of the classics, and it's so basic that I didn't even think I would want it until right now that I have gathered like a considerable number of handbags in my collection. I am in no need of a new handbag, but I do think the portability and functionality of this handbag really fits in my lifestyle right now. So it is kind of like it's a very basic handbag. It's one of the most basic styles from Louis Vuitton, and the most classic since probably 100 years ago. I can't remember, but I don't think for me, I don't think it is a great starter bag. It's a great starter price point for in terms of high-end designer luxury handbag, but I did not like the basic idea of it until I reached this stage of handbag collection, and I have used so many handbags. When I first purchasing handbag, I just want them to look good on me and look stylish and fashionable. I want the look to be like amazing and wow. I want the wow factor of the designer handbag because I spent so much money on it. But right now I'm looking more of an understated workhorse. So if you like this handbag, and I will tell you more about the fiasco that I encountered in Louis Vuitton, please stay tuned in this video. I have not been uploading as recently, as often, but I'm trying to keep uploading more, and I'm gonna show you more contents regarding this handbag and my favorite handbags that I've been using lately. So please stay tuned to my video, and please subscribe to my channel if you like handbag content. So let's go ahead and get started. So I got this. So first of all, I don't think they carry all the Speedy bandolier because there's so many variations of this handbag. I don't think they carry every one of them in the store. So what I had to do is I had to order it from the store to get them shipped to store, and I pick it up from there. And so the first time I ordered from, so there are two boutiques in my close area. So I ordered one of them, and the bag came in, and I'm gonna show you what happened. The bag came in, and it had a broken tab. It was actually broken, so this is a defect. So when I look at this D-ring right here, in the first bag that I ordered, they had a tear on the ring, on the D-ring right here. It was a slit, and it was really obvious, and the sales associate was trying to push it off initially. It's like, oh, nothing, it's just a scratch, it's not really, it's the letter. I'm like, no dude, like lady, please. It had a slit this big, probably the size of my fingernail right here, and slitting right on. So I'm like, no, this is not acceptable, this is a defect. If I'm not a handbag newbie by any means, I'm not rich by any means, but this is not acceptable even in like a Coach bag. So please don't give me the talk saying, oh, it's all handmade, it's blah blah blah. So this sales lady, right off the bat, I'm not feeling the great vibe from her, because she just first shushes my feelings away, and like try to play down my inspection, while right in front of her there was a huge slit, and she's just like, oh no, it's nothing. I'm like, no, this is a tear. I had to reiterate myself, this is a tear, it's a defect. And then she's like, oh, okay, I can order you one again. I'm like, okay, fine. So I kind of understand how Louis Vuitton is these days, so I always take extra care when I inspect the handbag in the store, because they just fuck up so many times. I'm sorry for the language, but they screw up so many times. Just no matter the price, they always screw up. The Louis Vuitton quality is really bad, and you really have to keep an eye on them. So the second time I got the handbag, and I took a look at it in the store, it was kind of okay. when I look at the store and I took a look at the leather and the tab and everything looked fine. But when I got home under the light, I realized there was a dent on the canvas on one of the sides here. And it looked like something like when during the, I think during the formation of the canvas or when the craftsmen are working on it or something, heat was pressed against it. So there was clearly a dent of a shape in terms of the canvas, and it was very obvious when you like put it sideways and let the light hit. You can see this one is good, this one is all smooth, but there was a dent in here. And on the side of the bag, you could see that it was all wrinkly. So I did not see that in the store. I was just inspecting if the stitching was okay and stuff. And the side here, you can see there's some wrinkly on the side panel here. I think this is kind of okay on this one, but that one is particularly bad, even though when I straightened it out, it was really, really bad on one of the sides. And so for the second time, I had to take it back to the first store. And so I met the same lady again, and she's like, oh, what's the issue? Again, and I'm like, I pointed out to her, I'm like, well, I'll let you see if this is an issue. And before even I state the issue, she's like, oh, you know what? These specs are all handmade. You know, there are going to be differences here and there. There would be a wonky stitching. This is her original word. There would be a wonky stitching or misstitching here and there. And I didn't even mention the stitching. Like I think the stitching was good on my handbag. I didn't, like before I said any problem, she was already telling me the problems that Louis Vuitton is having. And she's trying to, again, downplay it. Oh, it's all handmade. Dude, I know Louis Vuitton's not handmade. Okay, this is not a myth. So nobody's selling, none of luxury brands are selling under 5K handbags that are handmade. I'm sure. Well, for a small, maybe for a small shop, you can buy a couple $100s for a handmade handbag and it will still look better than a wonky stitching Louis Vuitton handbag. So enough about my rant. I still love this bag. I don't want to downplay the brand, but that just got me really irritated. Like, lady, before I state my issue, can you just listen and hear me out and try to help me instead of putting your judgments in front of me? That's just not professional in my opinion. She seems like a seasoned sales associate, so maybe it works her way to downplay all the flaws in the bag to make the customer accept the bag, but it doesn't fly with me. This is my money and I bought enough bags to see your issues, good and bad. So it doesn't work with me. The mental pressure doesn't work on me. And I'm like, okay. So I talked to her. I was like, I don't think I would accept this. Is it too much trouble to ask you to order it a third time or no? And I think she's probably just done with me at this point. And she's like, oh, you know what? I don't think my manager is going to accept a third time. The first time it's our defect, but the second time is kind of, she was saying like the side stitching. She's like, oh, it's just a normal thing. So it's not the product having the issue. So basically Louis Vuitton doesn't have any issue to her opinion. It's within the ranges of the error or within the ranges of handmade. And I just want to laugh at her face, how she says it's handmade, and I just want to laugh. But enough of that. And she's like, oh no, you know what? So I don't think you can order a third time. I don't think my manager's gonna accept it. I'm like, okay, fine. I said, if that's the case, I'll just return it. And then I returned the bag. She was really good in like the return process, so she was pretty professional at that. So after that, I went to the other Louis Vuitton store in my area, and I'm not gonna say which one because there are so many, and if people know which area I'm in, you probably understand which store it is. So it's a bigger store with more products, and I just walked in and I said, hey, can I have the Speedy bandolier 35 in this exact print color? And the sales associate helping me was, oh yeah, sure, we actually have one. And I was surprised they actually have one in store. I've checked like multiple times before, they never had one in store. I always had to, oh, do you want to order it? Or they always had the classic one, which did not come with the strap, the bandolier strap. So I was able to get this one, and I inspected it like carefully, like silent in my own aura, just inspecting the bag, and the sales associate probably thought I was crazy. And then once I inspected it, I'm like, okay, I think it's good. I think this is the one. And I told him that, oh, you know, in the other store, I was just not having any luck because the 2 bags that I got all have flaws in it. And he's like, oh yeah, sure, I'm so sorry to hear that. And so he was really professional. He wrapped it up for me, and I had a nice day, checked out in 10 minutes. So it was a good day for me. So I did not have to spend more trips to Louis Vuitton store, which I'm happy with, for the defect issue. So so I guess the conclusion of the story is always inspect your bag in the store carefully under the light, different lighting. Take 10 minutes. Do not care what the sales associate says. Do not let them pressure you. Unfortunately, I think this sales tactic works with a lot of people, with this sales tactic, because a lot of people probably have way more money to spend than I do, and it must have worked on some of the people, and they're getting good revenue, good money. But I'm the one buying the bag at the end of the day, and I want it to look exactly like as good as possible as I want it to be. Otherwise, I would probably spend $2,000 or not even $200 on a handbag. If a $200 handbag doesn't look good, I would return it. Like if it has a slit on the leather, I would return it if it's a $200 handbag. So quality is always of concern, especially right now with Louis Vuitton. So please keep in mind. So I have rambled long enough. So let's get into what fits in this bag. Or let me go over the details. So you can see it's supposed to be folded up, which is the reason why I got this bag. I've watched Super Daycope's channel, and he really sold me on this bag. And you can see it folds flat like a pancake, this bag, and it's perfect for me to take traveling. I think this is a perfect travel bag. I never really take maybe sometimes my Louis Vuitton tote to traveling, but not like a carefree crossbody bag. So I would want this to be a carefree crossbody bag for like my upcoming trips. And I got it in the Damier Ebene colorway, which I know for sure I will love and use. I have this color before, and I like the Vachetta, the look of Vachetta, but I just cannot take care of them. I put on sunscreens all the time, and if you know me, if you watch my videos, sunscreens are in every one of what's in my handbag. So I put on sunscreen. I don't want to touch the Vachetta handles after that. So I think this is a good color combo, and it is very understated and classic. And I think it works in both like business occasions and like sometimes even meeting with friends or like not very close family friends. It's understated enough to go to any occasions with this print instead of the LV logo. But the LV logo looks really good. So I was contemplating between the two, but I ended up choosing this for functionality because I want to use it. I want to use this bag as much as possible without the LV logo kind of stopping me in the way in some situations. So yeah, you can see it has double zipper, gold zipper, and the classic one only has one zipper, and the zipper has like a leather tab, and this has gold tabs. And I'm pretty sure if when you double the zipper up, this is how you lock through the two zippers. And here are the sides, if I have not shown you already. You can see the D-ring and the other side. And it says, I think in here, if you can see, it says made in France in here. And let's get inside of the bag. You can see there is a pocket, interior pocket with the zipper in it. It's a very small and slim pocket. I kind of wish they make it bigger, but there you go. And this is the other side with the leather tab and the key ring tab. This one is in good condition. Let's check the tabs on the inside. Okay, good. And we do have the straps right here. It comes with a 3-piece strap, but I am going to only use the 2 pieces. Somebody's hair on it. Maybe it's a return also. So this is the ring, and it's a 3-piece. I am going to actually unbuckle one side, unbuckle the middle piece. Bear with me when I do this, and I'm left with this piece. It's a good luggage strap tab, and I'm going to use only these 2. And because I like a shorter shoulder strap. I am pretty short, and I like to wear a bigger bag over the shoulder, like so. I do think Speedy is a pretty good value for your money kind of bag. It fits a lot. It's very functional and it never goes out of style, and lightweight. And here is the key and lock, I believe. And okay, I think they're all in here. So the key and lock are all wrapped up inside. I'm not gonna bother unboxing this. It's just a lock. I'm probably never gonna use this. And here is a big bottomless pit with the red interior. So the reason why I got the size 35 is very specific, because it can fit my laptop and some more. I want to use it for traveling. This is my very specific goal. I have so many other smaller handbags that are similar to the functionality of the Speedy 30 and 25. That's why I did not go for the smaller ones. I do think the 35 would be a very great travel companion. And let me just do the laptop test with you real quick. And also I would like to have a bag that I can still use for work if I want to. So they are more like multifunctional. I don't want to get a bag for just one occasion. I don't think that's a wise choice. I want to basically use it and love my bag. And here I have my 13-inch laptop. You have seen this a lot of video. This is a MacBook. This is the MacBook Air M2, the regular size. So it's a 14-inch, I think. And it goes in. So the key to put a laptop in is you need to stick it in sideways, because the Speedy doesn't open up that wide. But once you get in sideways, you can see it fits a 14-inch laptop really well. I don't know if you can see it goes already flat to the bottom. I don't know if this is the perfect shape for a handbag to carry a laptop. This is kind of a Boston bag style, but I do think that if you're in a pinch, you really don't want to fit your laptop, you can still do it. Or if you just put your laptop in and you don't take it in and out all the time, I think that's doable as well, because you can see it's kind of a struggle to take it in and out. You need to angle it a little bit, but here you go, the laptop comes out. And I'm going to show you my classic toiletries. And this is the toiletry 26. You can see the size compared to the 35. I'm for sure gonna use this in the Speedy here. And you can see even with the 25, the zipper is still kind of caught when you put the large toiletry inside. You can see this is the largest 25 toiletry. I like to keep it standing up. And I have the Stony Cloverleaf notebook. I think this is, I can't remember the size of this, but you can check it out online on Stony Cloverleaf what the size is. This has been my favorite laptop so far recently, and I cannot stop using it. So I would take this with me, kind of put it in here. You can see, or maybe does it stand up? Yes, it does stand up. So if you keep it standing up, you still have room. So you can see how much room there is. But as a person who is an overpacker for me, I think this is just perfect. I have the toiletry 19. This is the 19 size. And I also have the smallest one, which is the 15. So you can see all 3 toiletries fits in with some room to spare, and I can probably put my laptop in right now and it will still fit. Let me see if it fits. Okay, there we go. Everything's inside. It's super heavy right now, but it still fits. So let me just give you a close-up with what's in here. So if I push everything to the side, you can see there's still like the room of my, like the ball of my hand. I still have plenty of room if I need to stuff more things inside, probably a light scarf or a lightweight jacket and some water bottle. So let me zip this up. There you go. You can still see there's folds of the shape of the bag on the sides, but that's okay. That's not a defect. That's just the canvas being folded, and that's fine. I can accept that. And I'm going to fold this bag anyways when I go on traveling and fold it into my luggage to carry it everywhere. But I love this bag. It looks so classic. It's like one of these classic older style grandma bags that I'm trying to really appreciate the functionality and the style and the lightweight, just everything in this bag. Truly appreciating it. Maybe in the future I will get one of the prints of the damier azure color. I'm not sure which bag I will get it in, but I love this color, but I want more variations maybe in the future. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.